Hello everyone. Today we'll see the Creo 11 new functionality Mapkeys.pro. So this functionality is from Creo 11 onwards. So how to use the Mapkeys.pro, what exactly the Mapkeys.pro file, and how to handle that file, and how that file comes into the picture. So today we will see this. I think you people know there are two levels of customizations files are available in the Creo. One is at .text directory, which is under the common files, and one is user level. You can keep user level as per your convenience in the run directory or as a document folder. So these two levels of files are there in the Creo. And under admin, you will get two levels of configuration options file. Which one is config.sub, that is superior file, which can be handled by the admin level, and that cannot be manipulated. Even though all the options available under that file, those are logged. User cannot change the option, even though user cannot override those options. Those are untouched options. So, and one is config.pro under that administration file, that is touched but by the admin. That is also handled by the admin. Whatever data you keep within config.sub, config.pro, and those file will be located under the .text directory. Those are handled by the admin. And another is if you want to change the config options, which is not there in the config.sub and config.pro, which is located in the text directory, that can be handled at the user level in the run directory config.pro. So there are multi-value configuration options available. Some Mapkeys are available. You can create and add those config options at your level in the run directory. Or this config.pro is by default picked for user level from the document folder, and you can keep even though your level of config.pro in the your run directory, Creo run directory. We will see those in the actual scenario in the Creo. I will show you that. And these configuration options also have the map keys. Map keys is kind of automation for the your operations. Means if you are creating the part, file, new part, so you need to click 3 times for the file, new, and part. So to avoid those, you need to create the map keys, means right, pressing a keyboard shortcut to play that level of the process. Means if you are clicking pressing any keyboard key, just for example F, you are going to press, so you it will by default create the new part. So that kind of automation you create through the map keys. So those map keys definitions, means whatever you are kept created the map keys, those definitions also got saved in the config.pro or config.sub, and those can be handled by the admin or user level. For that file, that is kind of complicated scenario for the handling of the map keys in config.pro within the one file which names the config. But going ahead in the Creo, the PTC is separated those two files, means the config.pro, which contains only the config as name indicates. So going ahead from the Creo 11, those got extracted, mapkeys got extracted from the config, and the new file comes into the picture, that is mapkeys.pro. And now moving ahead, the mapkeys got created, saved, or you need to use the existing mapkeys. Those will be saved in the mapkeys.pro. The PTC itself migrating the user to the new behavior of the Mapkeys.pro with new file handling, that is Mapkeys.pro. So if you want to use this scenario, so you need to, if you are going to create the Mapkeys, it by default it is going to get saved in the Mapkeys.pro. It will be the, if you are keeping the config dot means if you are using the Mapkeys.pro and you are keeping the Mapkeys in the config, those will not get entertained and those will not get be loaded in the Mapkeys dialog. So moving ahead, you need to use the Mapkeys.pro from the Creo 11. So I will show you the actual scenario. This is just a overview for you initially. So Mapkeys.pro, which contains the Mapkeys only from the Creo 11. Config.pro, config.sub, it contains the configuration options only. So this two things got separated, and the Mapkeys.pro is now for the Mapkeys. In this also there are two levels of Mapkeys.pro. One is admin level, one is user level. If admin creates some Mapkeys for the users for his company, so then Mapkeys.pro should be kept in the admin level of directory, that is .text. And if user want to add some Mapkeys into that file, so user cannot able to add, so user need to create one another Mapkeys.pro, and it need to be kept in the run directory. Same like we have the .ui file for the customization file. Customization file is frequently get saved, but this is not get saved frequently. User need to intentionally save these files. So moving ahead, I will show you how exactly it works. So this is the config.sub and this is config.pro. Extracting the mapkeys from these two files, there is another file came to the picture, mapkeys.pro. So let's see these files in the actual scenario in the software itself, Creo. I will show you how. This is the Creo. I will show you first the existing behavior, the old behavior of the Creo for the configuration options and Mapkeys options. So option configuration editor, the name indicates configuration editor, but in old behavior there are Mapkeys in the config editor itself. There are two levels of the configs. One is the text folder config.pro, which is handled by the admin, and second one is user level config.pro. So how this is the location for that admin level config.pro, and this is user level config, which is already available in the your run directory. So in configuration editor, earlier you are supposed to handle the configs and map keys. Here there are the map keys. I will show the how config was. So if you add any configuration options, so these are the configuration options which can be handled earlier. And I will select see, this is the configuration option, and these are the map keys which are handled in the config.pro in single file. This is the older behavior, how it works. And the old dialog of the map keys are also handled from the config option environment, and here is the map keys settings. Here you are going to create, save, edit, run map keys. So these are the map keys. I will show you how it was supposed to run. I am running the first map keys which I created for the demo purpose. Run. So here you see the part got created with single run. So these are the map keys dialog, the older dialog for the map keys. This is the older behavior. So how to reach those locations you already know. So we will see the new behavior of the Mapkeys.pro moving ahead. So we will see how the Mapkeys.pro is getting work. So I'm just starting the Creo 11. So if you are using the Mapkeys into config.pro, so now we are getting the dialog for the Mapkeys, means Creo is getting migrated. Means whatever the Mapkeys are there in the config.pro, those will get extracted into the Mapkeys.pro with new file moving ahead. But exactly the here you will see, I think, the locations where those Mapkeys.pro is getting created. So how to access this location, I will show you how. Just type percentage app data percentage, enter, go to PTC, Pro Engineer, Wildfire, WF, setting. Here you can see this file got created automatically, and the config the mapkeys which is available in the config.pro are there in the mapkeys.pro, even though those are there in the config.pro. So I will show you the yeah, this is the new dialog for the map keys handling. Earlier there was a small dialog, now yeah, this is the little bit with new improvements. The new dialog are there from the PTC Creo. So you can see these are the map keys which are available under the dialog. If you have the map keys from your administration in your from your company, so those will get listed above this user level map keys with the header administration. So these are the map keys. Now there are no configuration dialog. There is separate dialog for the map keys. Now this is the same dialog which we have for the creation deletion of the map keys. Just the thing which got implemented with this new dialog, this is the new save change and save selected. Means save change, uh, it saved the entire file, and save selected is saved the selected map keys only. You can import the config.pro here. If you have existing map keys, you can export these files to the mapkeys.pro if you want to share and keep that file secure. So from here the same operation for the running the map keys here available, deleting the map keys are available. So this is the mapkeys.pro handling of the mapkeys.pro file with Creo 11. This is the new file which was introduced from the map keys for the handling from the Creo. So these are the behavior. If you want to know more about this, you can drop a comment on the Creo functions behavior and the files. So I will be happy to help you all. Just to put a comment what the functionality tutorial you need. Yeah, thank you for watching.